I'm coming to you from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I had nowhere to go today, so I just drove around and I looked up and I saw a big sign that said Chattanooga. Go the kangaroos. Where's the McDonald's? And all the kangaroos, they point with their little arms. There! Okay, let's go into McDonald's. The McDonald's in one of the other towns, a lady had a kangaroo with a collar, and it was a service kangaroo. It's service because she was, I guess, disabled in some way. Well, McDonald's threw her ass out. You can't have a kangaroo service animal at McDonald's. So there's a little discrimination there, but I'm not sure who wants to pursue it. Anyway, busy as hell, and I'm not usually busy. Usually I have nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to say. Pioneer days in Utah. I flew into Utah and to visit some of the little kangaroos. We're trying to get out of the Mormon church. They had them tied in the closet by the basketball hoops. Little kangaroos trying to get, I don't want to be here. Pay your tithing. And you know, trying to put garments on a kangaroo's a bitch. I'll tell you that right. I don't know how to get them on. Anyway, Kangaroo Day here in Utah. Let me tell you something. I learned something. You know, it's interesting. I'm almost 70, be 70 in a year or so. And it's interesting how you can still learn when you're old. My brain isn't old. People keep saying, what are you going to want to be when you grow up? And I don't know yet. I learned something the other day. I called over to some people that I've known, and this man is a Mormon. And he has been as nice and as friendly and as kind as anyone has ever been to me. Religion didn't seem to make any difference at all, whether I was a Mormon or I wasn't a Mormon. He just accepted me and I accepted him. Well, I called over on the parade day because the parade was blocking my handicapped access to get into my, kangaroo cage. And I said, we need to come up with some kind of a reasonable accommodation so I can get in and out. I don't care about your Mormon parade. I'm not trying to disrupt that or be an asshole. I just need to get into my place and out. I have heart disease. I have Marie Osmond disease. That's heart disease. Oh, broken heart. Before I die, I hope one of you people know that girl and say, the Bard, this will make his life. Go see the Bard and give him a little kiss. And leave your panties. Anyway, this guy has been so nice to me in many years. 5, 6, 8 years. And when I said I'm handicapped and I'm asking for a reasonable accommodation for access, I need to get into my place for insulin and heart medications. I can't walk that far. And, well, I think you're just using your disability to make trouble. I said, what? Well, I think you're just using your disability. You're always doing that. You're just making trouble for everybody. Wait a minute, Frank. You represent a homeowners association. You can't talk to me like that. Well, I did that. So the Mormon hate just came out. Just came out. This is repressed hatred. Vile and vicious. We've been doing this parade for 125 years, and it's not going to change today because of you. Now, that's all the Bard needed to hear. I'm sorry. I can't put up with these people very long. It's kind of like when your butt itches, you can, that's like being around the Mormons. It's when your butt itches, finally you go, screw it. I hate you, Mormons. Anyway, he hates me for no reason. Well, that I'm not a Mormon, and I paint my car with Mormon stuff, and I've demonstrated it. So he hates me. But he's never showed it before. This scared me. Not him. I'd kick his ass, and he knows it. But it scares me that this repressed hatred is in this cult. It's all across this cult. So all those sweet little women, oh, we love you, we love, and the men, how you doing? Good to have you in the ward today. Well, I'm going to fellowship you. You turn on those people, god damn. You got more than an angry man. You got animals. You got Mountain Meadow. You got, and I now understand Mountain Meadow. I never understood it before. But these people just hate. They hate everything. They hate themselves. They hate the government. They hate, the world. They just hate. Their whole body is geared for hate. Well, finally, he said to me, we've been doing this for 125 years, and I finally said, well, you know what? You Mormons don't own the streets. You think you do, but you don't. And for 108 years, you didn't let the blacks come into the priesthood, and the government had to put a federal boot up your ass. And in polygamy, you said you weren't doing it, and Johnson's army came out to make sure you weren't doing it. And with ERA, you were on the wrong side of the fence, and now we're going to have gay marriages in your temple. He went berserk. It was worse. It was worse than the hokey pokey Pele Ale dance. All of the hatred that this man has, that the world makes him treat us fairly as handicapped people, came out. Just came out. I'm still in shock. I haven't written a letter, and I called the police chief. He and I sat down and said, hey, yeah, if you need to get out, we'll get you out. Don't worry about it. Okay, good deal. Police chief calls back 2 hours later and says, well, the head attorney said, we're not doing shit for you. I said, I guess then you're changing your mind. He says, well, you and I had a very peaceful and adult agreement, and he just said, no, we're not doing a thing for him. So they hate me. And, they did not accommodate, and I called the attorney, and I said, well, under federal law, I said, I don't give a shit about Utah law at all. You people pass laws that the federal government knocks down every day. The federal law says you need to write me a letter of why you didn't accommodate. I know. I said, okay. Here's my email. Send it to me in the email. Okay, and he did. I haven't opened it yet. So my day did not go well with the hatred that this Mormon community has for non-members. If you're hanging on the cliff with your fingernails and you're not a Mormon in Utah, you're going to fall off the cliff. You are going to fall off the cliff. I'm sorry to say, but, I'm not trying to generalize here. I've been in Utah for many years. So anyway, be that as it may. I got to tell you something funny. I was in McDonald's yesterday, and I try not to go in there. I become a Big Mac. They call me Big Mac when I come to. Where's Ronald McDonald? I don't know, Big Mac. So anyway, I'm sitting there waiting for my stuff at the counter, and this young boy working, which I admire, which I wonderful that these young kids are willing to work and learn some skills and getting along with the public. Well, he made a Coke. He dumped a Coke for somebody, and he had it around 3 or 4 other Cokes. Well, he forgot which one was the Diet Coke, I guess. So he takes the cap, and he's the drive-up guy. He's the one that hands the food out the window, okay? He's not the money guy, he's the one that hands the food. So he takes the cap off it, and he sticks his nose into the drink to smell it. Now, I'm glad I was inside getting my Coke, okay? But you know the part. Can I see your manager, please? She comes over. I said, your guy just stuck his nose in the drink that he handed out to the people out there. She said, that's not good. No, I'm in agreement with you. It's not good. I will mention it to him, like in passing. I'm not coming back into this McDonald's. I'm sorry. I just, a young man's nose in your drink, who knows? Who knows? Now that's funny. I don't know why that came out. That's funny. So anyway, I've had a good time with my off time. I told you my in-laws are here from the Philippines, and oh my God, it's like having 2 or 3 2-year-olds. They don't know anything. They don't know how to run the vacuum cleaner. Never heard of a garbage disposal. don't understand the ice maker. We're just spending hours and hours helping them acclimate into American culture. So anyway, I've driven like 5,000 miles in the last 3 weeks. So I'm a little worn out, but I just wanted to report to you that, the Days of 47 parade in Utah is the biggest holiday in the state of Utah. The 4th of July, they'll throw a postage stamp out on the road and the cars just run over it. That's how the Mormons celebrate the 4th of July. But god dang, when you have the 24th of July, you have 92 Brigham Youngs and 150 women follow them in the parade. And you have all kinds of, polygamous Negro people that couldn't have the priesthood, gays. It goes on and on and on. And the horses are beautiful. And so my in-laws went out to see the parade, and they were impressed. If you're from the Philippines, and you know what they were impressed with? Is the mess that the Americans made, throwing their papers, and it's a parade, they have graffiti and confetti. Graffiti. They don't have graffiti. They have confetti. There it is, dementia. It's there. So an hour later, they had all the trucks out. Never looked like there was a parade there at all. It was all picked up. And my father-in-law said, "That is amazing. In the Philippines, we would have never picked it up." I go, "I know." But here, we pick it up. It becomes a sanitary issue at some point here. So anyway, I've made it through the 24th of July. I don't know how. Mr. Valium Bottle, he's my friend. Oxycontin, maybe, I don't know. I was in so much pain, but anyway, it's over. But with the Mormons, it's never over. Those friendly missionaries at your fucking door, let me tell you something, if you turn on them, they can be as vile and vicious as an animal. Those secret meetings that go on in the Mormon church behind closed doors, shutting other people's businesses down that are not Mormon held, closing all the holiday on Sunday. They used to have a lot of, I think it's called blue laws, that no one's allowed to be open. You couldn't even get gas, you couldn't even buy milk for a baby or diapers or whatever. Those laws are falling a little bit in the state of Utah, but boy, they want you to be in their religion, and if you are out of their religion, you're more than dog shit. You got a target. You got a target on your back if you're non-LDS. Getting better. About 50-50 now, members, non-members. There's some accommodation here and there, and the church will back off only if you threaten to sue them or to expose them in the newspaper. Their natural inclination is hate. It is a hate organization. It's founded on hate. It's us and it's them. Joseph Smith was a wonderful man. It doesn't matter that he was bonking up and down on 14 and 16-year-old girls. It doesn't matter that he had 39 wives and half of them were married to other men. It doesn't matter that we never saw the plates. He loaded a box full of rocks and let people handle it and say, "See, the plates are in there, aren't they?" And the people, "Yeah, they are." He buys a mummy from a road salesman and then makes up the Book of Abraham. Egyptology these days say it's a piece of shit. It's nothing but a funeral prayer. And the Mormons, "Oh, it's inspired." Well, if it's inspired, the Egyptians don't think so. So anyway, and then ERA, they didn't want women to work. They wanted women in the bedroom with their legs open and in the kitchen with their arms open, making you breakfast. That was it. When women went to work, the Mormon church just pounded on them and pounded. They weren't good mothers. They were taking time away from their children. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. David O. McKay. I mean, quote after quote, just banging on these poor girls. Just wanted to have an extra income, and in those days and today, most families, we have to work, husband and wife. You can't make it just one person working anymore. Well, then the blacks, they started breakdancing, and they started making trouble in Watts in the 60s, and finally Jesus came down. What was it? Not Hinckley, the Hinkster. who knows where he is today. If there is an outer darkness, Gordon is there. Anyway, the blacks started saying, hey, treat us right. And the Mormon church, their favorite phrase is, fuck you. There's their sign, token, and symbol right there, and it's the fuck you attitude. So anyway, the federal government came in again and said, do you want to keep BYU nonprofit? And the Mormon church said, of course. Jesus says we don't give a shit about Jesus. Let the black people be equal and get the fuck out of here. Oh, okay, I think we heard Jesus' voice. I think we heard his voice just now. So they changed that. And then they spent, oh my God, I think it was $18 million on Proposition 8 in California, hating the gays and trying to stop gay marriage and gay relationships or whatever. Oh my God, they poured many resources, and they came to the members of the church and said, please donate extra money to fight the gays. Like it was a gay war. I didn't see one gay out there with a gun or a helmet. Never saw it. All the time I was in Utah, I never saw the gays, pushing tanks and flying over. There was a war. The Mormon church was at war. The gays weren't. They were just, hey, treat us fair. Mormon, fuck you. They gave them this is the first sign and the first token of the kangaroo priesthood, the Mormon church. So anyway, they've always been on the wrong side of the law. They've always been on the hate side of modern society. And, when you go there to the temple, you can go, pay, lay, ale. Oh God, hear the words of my mouth 3 times, which is the true order of prayer, supposedly. And then finally when you get to the veil, the last token, or the second token, or the name of the second token of the Melchizedek priesthood, the patriarchal grip or sure side of the nail, is health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and sinews, power and priesthood be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. Amen. So listen, I'll try to do some more videos because several things have happened that are kind of interesting and fun, but they got the Bard on the run here, I have the Philippine nation in the house here, and I don't know, what it's like to have, people that just need a lot of help. And when you yell at them, they don't understand your language, and so there goes my power. So anyway, this part's gone.